Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophia, pilot into the universe of Chinese. We're going to continue our October streak of 3-character Chinese expressions a day. Today we're going to talk about a contemporary medical miracle, which is antibiotics. Chinese translated as 抗生素. 抗生素. If you see the 3 characters separately, 抗 means anti, means battling over with, and 生 means bio, means something biological, something with a life, right, as a life form. And then 素 means essence or the core of something. Well, 抗生素, then together, it means the juice or the essence that you can anti-bio. You can battling off that micro invasion of your body, right? So that's what 抗生素in Chinese translation is about. And okay, 抗, we have 5-finger hand symbol that looks like this, right? And then the middle finger is kind of tilted like that. Okay, the reason why is because we have another character that converge as the hand symbol. Both of them look like this. That symbol means hair because it's kind of fluffy, it's going horizontally, and then eventually people kind of draw them the same. And so to de-ambiguous the characters, and then somebody add this one extra stroke on the middle finger or the the staff of the hair. That toward the right means hand symbol, toward the left it means hair. Okay, took me a while to put the two together. That's the extra dot over there. Okay, hand symbol on the left means something related to hand, to force, right? Okay, physical part of your, I guess hand can be used as something you either work on something, right, to build something, or something to destruct, to destroy something, right? Okay, 抗 on the right side, besides it's a sound maker, it sounds like 抗. It also is a meaning maker because later I find out this actually depicts this part of your kind of near your throat, so your collarbone region of here. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I guess this is kind of depicted by this, and then here is kind of the end of your throat, kind of like that. So I'm not sure, like medically, Chinese traditional medicine, if they attach meaning of your type of your hormonal, like your biochemical fluid in your body that kind of control your mood and all that with this. Like, I'm not sure if Chinese medicine has that, but this happened to be the thyroid, all right, close to be the thyroid gland of your body. And the thyroid, as far as I know, is metabolism controller. So if you have a higher or lower, I'm not sure, like if thyroid gland getting active or something, then you're more likely to be probably more aggressive or something like that, right? So this part of the body is associated with aggressiveness, with either thyroid or even adrenaline, right? You're like pump up to do something. So actually this character by itself it means like a high pitch or high energy level that paired with hand, that means you're defending, you're battling off some, because I guess it takes some pumping up to be able to fight. So hand means it's a physical act, and then the right side means you are pumped up to actually do that. Fighting is scary, right, to me, at least. So this pumped up motion or a state of being is kind of prerequisite to your actually can battling off with your enemy or whoever your anti. So here in this context is antibio, right? So this is the anti, this is battling. Okay. 生 bio. Okay, we came across this character for the full month. I believe it's August. Or September. That all the characters are paired with this 生. So if you're interested in deep dive of this character, how it can combine with other Chinese characters to make all kinds of meanings, you're welcome to trace back to the last month episodes. So 生 in this context, it means microbiome, right? So it's the simplest definition of what life it is. This trident shape is a simplification of a plant growing, because plant have, I guess most of the plant have to grow sun-facing. Therefore, they are pointing upward, right? It's sun-facing. And then the bottom, the two horizontal lines, one horizontal line is the ground level, kind of to, it's an interface, or it's a borderline between above the ground and below the ground, right? Above the ground are visible to humans, that we see the plant over there. But below ground is what things are rooted in, right? The plant has to have its below the ground portion for it to survive on the top portion, visible part, right? And then the second horizontal line is indicator, kind of arrow pointing in contemporary symbolism. So this arrow pointing toward the very bottom, the tip of the root of the plant, and that means the environment of the plant, which is the soil. Okay, life supporting environment. And then you have life growing with or in the life supporting environment. And that's the definition of life. That means you have the life itself and you have the environment to sustain the life. And that's what makes life alive, right? So that's the Chinese definition of bio. Okay, so we have kind of this looking thing that, according to scholars, that means the petals of kind of flower. So flower is like a pre-fruit stage of the plant. So it's a kind of a part of reproductive organ of the plant. And here, this rightward turning pointy thing, you can view it as the poles of the flower, where it can get pollinated to bear fruit eventually, right? So the whole thing is kind of describing kind of a zoom up view on the flower. You have the petals and you have the organ to make fruit. Then this connected with this two kind of a dome shaped thing, and then with this downward pointing trident. So upward pointing is plant, downward pointing is drapey fabric. This two dome thing connected with a string is depiction of the spools of the thread. So ancient times, cottage industry, per household, like homemade, homespun, home woven and sewn, cut and sewn clothing was the solution, like before the industrialization of a textile and cloth making. Way before China becomes made in China, global manufacturing, kind of assembly line mode of work, right? Make something fast and cheap. The ancient practice would be every household, women and daughters of the household have to be able to produce themselves of this homespun yarns and fabric and clothe the whole family. So this is the spools that are connected, and the theory goes, the longer thread of the yarn, the more luxurious, because you have less breakage, right? You have less the knots and the breaking points. Therefore, it's easier on the skin. It's smoother. Okay, so then this downward pointing trident would simply be the drapey effect of the cloth. So the whole thing is something related to textile, related to fabric, in its yarn stage or in its textile stage. Then we have this flower connected with the yarn and the fabric. That means it's the initial stage of the fabric before it went through further fabric processing, like put colors on it, put patterns on it, weave it in a certain way that's, have a certain texture or quality of it before you add the later processing. This is what's in the textile industry called the grade good. So it's before it's dyed into a certain color. So that came from its, this is a floral representation of the floral, right? This is plant-based, coming from nature, organic, right? And then it has this fabric, initial fabric form that's still kind of natural based. It's not super processed. It's at the beginning stage of made it into a fabric. So Chinese use that, the great good of textile, to capture the meaning of essence. Like before you package it or finished product into something fancy, something hard to tell, right? It's in essence, it all came from plant, all came from this woven structure. And that is its great good stage before we put color on it. It's the plain, the essence, the behind the packaging, the core of things. So therefore, Chinese use that as essence. This, I translate it as the essence, but you can see it's before beautifying. It's the original form of something, even if it's transformed already. It's already processed in a certain way that it's spun, it's woven into textile. It already got this drapey feature. It already made into this two-dimensional fabric form from nature, from the flowers and petals, all that. So this is before further processing. Okay, so anti-bioessence, 抗生素 simply means antibiotics. And in the pharmaceutical world, it comes in this packaged form, I guess. But the Chinese translate it as you are battling off this microbial form. And this is, we use essence eventually to mean it's not exactly visible. It's something in essence. It's not presented to the, I guess, visible or tactile, like a physical form that you can put a hand on. It's something that's captured in essence, could be in a liquid form or however, but it's something that's not like the pills, right? This is a finished packaged form, but the essence means it's the elements that we're using that's effective. But we have to package it and form it in a certain way. So this is, finished product looks like that. But 抗生素 in Chinese, this is 素 means it's plain form, it's original form without the further processing, without packaging it into a certain form. But that's the active or effective elements that does the battling of this micro invasion of your body. So that's Chinese 抗生素. Okay. Catching the currency of thinking. Bye.